before in the rich history of University of Hawaii men's volleyball have the Rainbow Warriors had a start to a season like this, flirting with perfection. But that's no more, and now tonight in Long Beach, the final chapter of this regular season story, a battle of titans with a title on the line. Number 1 Hawaii, number 2 Long Beach State on senior night in the Pyramid. Aloha and welcome inside Walter Pyramid on the campus of Long Beach State. At the end of tonight's festivities, one of these two teams will be regular season league champion and top seed in next week's conference tournament in Honolulu. An unbeaten ride came to an end last night for the Rainbow Warriors here in this building in the first of 2 matches against the 49ers. Stein von Tilburg, one of Hawaii's top attackers, 16 kills, hit 500 as the Rainbow Warriors took the first set 26-24. But then the Beach were able to bounce back. Rado Patapunov still put up big numbers, career high 21 kills, but 12 errors on the evening as the block got to him on a number of occasions. He would hit 205. Long Beach took set 2. Kyle Ensing for the 49ers, 18 kills on 43 attacks. He hit 326. Hawaii would take set 3, but then in the 4th, Long Beach State turned it around. TJ DeFalco, the 2017 National Player of the Year, he also put in 18 kills, hit 500, along with 4 aces, as Long Beach State would take it 15-13 in the 5th. Let's check out how it works, presented by Central Pacific Bank. So it comes down to this match. Long Beach State will be the top seed if they win tonight or lose in 5 sets and hold Hawaii to a +2 cumulative or less point advantage. Hawaii gets the top seed next week with a win in 3 or 4 sets, or if they win in 5 sets and outscore Long Beach State by 3 or more points. It's as simple as that. Welcome courtside next to Chris McLaughlin. I'm Kanoa Leahy and CMAC. Hawaii won 74 sets in a row to start the year. Since that NCAA record mark, though, they have lost 4 of 7. What say you about the way the Rainbow Warriors have played the last couple of matches?
Well, we talked to Charlie Wade right before the match, and he said, you know, we're really not too worried about losing 4 out of 7 sets. We lose sets all the time in the gym, and Gym 1, no big deal. So he's really not flustered about it at all.
So how do they bounce back here? As Long Beach State proved that this is a Hawaii team that can at times be vulnerable, how do they bounce back?
I think they need to just block a little bit better. They got outblocked last night 14-10. They need to pass a little better and hit a little better. Really simple things, just a little bit better.
But we'll see what happens here in the Hana Ho. But roaming around the pyramid here tonight, we got our 3rd member of the broadcast team, Ryan Kalei-Suji. Ryan, what's up?
Hey, thanks, Kono. Well, there's no doubt that Long Beach State will have the home court advantage here at the pyramid. They're expecting a near sellout. In fact, Long Beach has not lost in this building since in 2016. They're riding a 40-game win streak. But there are pockets of Hawaii fans, including those behind me, who are hoping that Hawaii will give them something to celebrate tonight. I'll have more from the sidelines throughout the match, but for now, we'll send things back over to you guys.
All right, we'll be checking in with Ryan here throughout tonight. Let's take a look at the Kaiser Permanente keys to the match. CMAC, what you got?
Well, for the Rainbows, it had no panic buttons. Just pass a little better, serve a little better, block a little better, especially blocking DeFalco and Ensing a little bit better. And for Long Beach State, super subs again. Last night they had a freshman middle blocker, Shane Holdaway, had 4 kills, 1 ace, 2 blocks in the 4th and 5th sets alone. And sophomore outside hitter Ethan Siegfried from Honolulu and Punahou in sets 2 through 5. He came in, and he's now earned a starting spot tonight. He had 6 kills, 2 service aces, was in on 6 blocks. Or will they be starters instead of subs? I think one of them's going to be a starter. Ethan Siegfried has drawn the starting nod.
A little foreshadowing there from Chris McLaughlin as the Beach serves first, and there is Ethan Siegfried getting the start here this evening, the sophomore out of Honolulu, Hawaii, a graduate of Punahou School and Long Beach State. 24-1 on the year, 9-0 in the Big West Conference, and currently sitting in first place with the opening serve. Great effort on the side of the 49ers to try to keep that sequence alive, but Pat Gassman strikes first for the Rainbow Warriors.
Perfect pass that time by Colton Cowell, allowing Joe Worsley to run his offense.
The Hawaiian Financial FCU starting lineup scrolling at the bottom of your screen. Pretty much the same carbon copy we've seen in the starting rotation for Hawaii all year. Outside set goes to TJ DeFalco. And that gets him riled up here in Walter Pyramid.
Jordan Molina, libero for Long Beach State. Perfect pass. And that set was on a string to the outside. DeFalco, such a quick arm swing. He had a big night last night. Hawaii's going to find some way to slow him down if they're going to be successful.
Here's Simone Anderson from Denmark with the serve. Two-hand pass by Gage Worsley. And then Joe Worsley sets up the gas man again. And Hawaii up 2-1.
Patrick 2 for 2. They call him the beast up front. Some volleyball announcers call him the refrigerator. I think they're from Provo.
Yeah, he said he didn't like that nickname all that much, but he said he did appreciate the attention that he was garnering.
Yeah.
Beach on the attack. They go back row set, and a good dig there by Joe Worsley. Stein bumps it to Rado over the shoulder swing, and the dig there by Siegfried. Backside, it is Kyle Ensing dug up back over the net by Gage Worsley. Outside, here's DeFalco. Misses the floor wide, and Hawaii up a deuce.
Well, that's a change from last night. A lot of the rallies last night were won by Long Beach State. They were better in transition than Hawaii, percentage-wise, last night. And TJ did not make many mistakes.
The Rainbow Warriors under 10th-year head coach Charlie Wade, 25-1 on the year, 8-1 in the conference, and they get an ace from Stein von Tilburg, who had none of those last night, had 4 service errors in what Charlie Wade referred to as his worst serving performance, perhaps of his career.
Yeah, it was very unusual the way Stein served last night. It was out of character for him, but hey, he's been so good for 4 years. You got to cut him some slack.
Sure. He gets a gimme and a pass every now and then. 4 serving 1. Good pass there by Molina, and the quick middle set that's put down by Nick Amato, 6'6" redshirt senior from Aliso Niguel, California, averaging 3rd on the team, 1.88 kills per set. Had 9 kills, hit .692 with 5 blocks last night.
Actually, Stein's serve forced Tuaninga off the net. I didn't think he'd be able to set the middle, but he did.
Tuaninga with the serve. Backside, it's Rado, and he's able to go cross-court and in. Your thoughts on Rado Patapunal's performance last night? A career-high 21 kills, but hit .205. Looked human at times.
He did, and that time he got a one-on-one from Worsley. Worsley, great deception in the middle. And Rado likes those one-on-one situations. He was in against 3 blockers a lot last night.
Pass tight to the net, the one-hand set, little patty cake there above the twine. Here's Colton Cowell, blocked and roofed. They were waiting for him there. Nick Amato out there on the pin.
Conkel tries to go line, something a little bit different. He was going to try to work on moving his, getting better range on his attacks. That time, not a really good line shot, though. Better block.
Yeah, DeFalco also in the mix there. Good pass here by Colton. Backside, it's Patapunov, the heater. And Hawaii in the very early going of this rematch. Final match of the Big West Conference regular season. They have Long Beach State doubled up.
I will tell you this, Rado learned a lot last night. There's no way that he's going to make 12 hitting errors tonight.
There was some
Take that to the bank.
There was some discussion and some concern about his back. Looked like he grimaced and winced on a couple of occasions last night throughout the course of the match. We'll keep an eye on that as Siegfried blasts it off the block and out. Just a sophomore, had 6 kills last night. Also had 6 blocks, though, factoring in defensively for Long Beach State in a big way.
I talked to him before the match, and he said he's really excited. Only his 2nd start this year, so he's really excited.
So 4 serving 6. And it is Nick Amato. The little lollipop serve. Cowell with the pass. They go back row. Pipe set to Stein. The dink. Diving save by Josh Tuaninga. One-hand save by Gage Worsley. Over the net and out. And a point for Long Beach State.
Boy, Kyle Ensing just brings so much heat from that opposite position. And Gage Worsley very often is left naked there, all by himself on the line.
Alan Knipe, 16th season as head coach. Last year won his 3rd AVCA National Coach of the Year honor. Very well deserved as Rado goes cross court and in. Some of the Beach fans here on their home turf didn't like the call. And that's kill number 3 for Rado.
There's going to be a challenge by Alan Knipe on whether that ball was in or out.
Long Beach State is challenging the call on the court.
There's our view. Now, here's the thing. Within this arena, there is a dedicated replay system. And so they have a series of anywhere between 8 and 12 cameras aligning the Terraflex where they can more accurately, particularly for in and out calls, get these right.
I think the resolution probably is a little bit better as well.
There were a lot of reviews in the opening set last night, and there is the review, and it shows that Rado did catch just a little bit of the white of the line. Alan Knipe leading the 49ers to their second ever national championship a year ago. Colton Cowell with the serve, a heater. The pass by DeFalco. He gets the set from the back row, and he destroys it.
Once again, a perfect pass put up. Even though Cowell put up a pretty good serve, I thought Long Beach State passing much better tonight, allowing Tuaninga to really run that fast offense. Remember, these guys have been playing together for so long. Some of them since high school.
Oh, did Joe Worsley save it? Set up Rado Patapunov, but it tickled the tape. And so here is from the right side, Kyle Ensing, Hawaii to play it back. Joe with the swing. Whoa, Joe.
How about Joe Worsley in this broken play? Rado's supposed to hit that. Joe says, no, I'll take that. And he gets his first kill of the night.
Made a couple of fantastic plays, kept the sequence alive after the initial pass by Cowell went on the Long Beach State side. Saved it around the antenna, which is legal. Hawaii by 2. Middle set straight down to the floor. Simone Anderson.
Remember, Anderson struggled a bit last night. And so he was eventually pulled because of lack of offensive production. He had 1 kill, 1 error, hit 0-0-0. So tonight, I think he's out to change that.
Here's Siegfried, 7 serving 8, and he misses wide. Long Beach State last night, they beat Hawaii in very much the usual way Hawaii has defeated its opponents this year. They served very tough, they scored from the service line, and they put up their best blocking game as a team all of 2019.
And they outblocked the #1 blocking team in the country.
That's right. 14-10. Rado had the heel save there, unintended perhaps, but Pat Gassman caught the volleyball out of the air, and that very well could have been a live ball.
Yeah, this is an interesting play. Watch the heel of Rado right here. Pops it up, and Gassman just catches it instead of playing it.
So 8 serving 9, and it's an ace. You can't give this Long Beach State team anything. They are that good, and Charlie Wade talked about it before the match. He says, we can't gift them any kind of point because they will take advantage. They will go on runs. That time it goes into the net on the serve, though.
You're right, Kanoa. Charlie said these two teams might be the 2 best teams in the history of both volleyball programs. That's saying a lot.
Here's Stein von Tilburg with the serve. Perfect pass there by Molina. And the middle set is pumped down by Amato. Yeah, tonight the 49ers honoring a senior class of 6.
And they bring in a really good freshman class of 6 that includes Alan Knipe's son, Aiden.
We're tied for the 3rd time here in the opening frame. Tuaninga with the southpaw serve. Worsley goes backside. Here's Rado. Brings the hammer down the line.
For Hawaii, checking in for Gassman, serving number 10, Jakob Pillay.
Boy, Rado's really bringing it tonight. I wasn't here last night. I watched from my hotel room trying to save my voice. You were here. Do you see a different Rado tonight? A little bit different Rado?
Certainly early. I mean, he put up big numbers, but there were times where, and Charlie talked about this, he hit directly into triple blocks. Didn't quite widen the fan as much as we have usually seen. But the 49ers strike right back as Nick Amato lays into another one.
Amato's second-team All-American last year. He gets up quickly, quick arm. He is like their version of Dalton Solberg, an undersized middle at 6'6", but a very good one.
Here's DeFalco. Rado, another swing. The roof was up, and they get him again. And Long Beach State jumps in front, 12-11 in the first.
It was a solid block. I think Rado went for the right direction, trying to go down the line, but Siegfried there turns it back into the court. Great block by Ethan Siegfried.
Falco. Here's Stein from the back row, sends it long. Was there a touch? No touch. The line judge on the Hawaii side actually called it in, but that was only in regard to the sideline. It goes long, and Charlie Wade, I think, is going to challenge the touch on that Stein swing from the back row.
Hawaii is challenging the call on the
And so Patricia Malta will take a look at this review. This is not the review replay camera system in the arena. That's just our replay there, the net cam. But Patricia Malta, the R2, will take a look at this. Kevin Cull is atop the ladder. Tom Ulibarri and Rena Smith are the two line judges here this evening. Yeah, we mentioned senior night for Long Beach State. 6 graduating seniors and a group that has been with Alan Knipe for 4 years. And I think the sentiment nationwide is this is about as good a group that Long Beach State certainly has ever had, and maybe any program for 4 years has ever had.
And they played together. 3 of them played together for 3 years prior to that at Huntington Beach High School and had an unblemished record there, #1 high school team in the country.
So the call is upheld, and it is DeFalco serving. 13 serving 11 here in the first. Dalton Solberg is blocked back. Worthy goes outside. Colton Cowell sends it long. And all of a sudden, the Beach is up 3. This tends to happen when TJ DeFalco is behind the service line.
He scores in bunches, you're right.
He is the ace leader nationally in terms of average. Blast that into the net. He is the career aces leader at Long Beach State. Here's Parapunov on the other side.
And he spent the last 3 years with the national team.
Parapunov, Hawaii's team leader in aces, but goes into the net. And Long Beach State gets to 15 first. Timeout on the floor. Welcome back inside Walter Pyramid, and yes, Long Beach State on its home floor where it has been virtually invincible going all the way back to 2016. In fact, March of 2016, the last time Alan Knipe's squad lost on this floor. 40 straight home victories for the 49ers. Kanoa Leahy, Chris McLaughlin, Ryan Kalei-Suji coming to you from Long Beach, California. And Nick Amato awaiting the signal here to serve for the Beach. Soft touches it, and it is shanked by Gage Worsley, and that is an ace for Nick Amato. Just 12 aces on the year coming into tonight's match. And it's a 4-point advantage here for the 49ers.
Yeah, I love Amato's serve. He's got a tough little jump float that moves a lot like a knuckleball. Tough to handle.
Yeah, not a high velocity serve, that's for sure. And here it comes again. Joe goes high and away to Colton Cowell, dug up by DeFalco. Back row, it's TJ DeFalco striking again. That is now a 7-1 run here for Long Beach State. And a timeout taken by Charlie Wade and the Rainbow Warriors. The 49ers distancing themselves here in frame number 1. You see some of the Hawaii contingent here in Walter Pyramid. Number 1 versus number 2, and right now the defending national champs up a handful and batting 600 here in set number 1. Just one hitting error for Long Beach State, the overpass, and now a chance for the 49ers. The block was up for Hawaii, though. One hand touch set from Tuaninga to Siegfried is dug up by Rado. Back row set to Stein. Rattled around and returned. Great job defensively by the 49ers. Here's Worsley. Back to Stein again, and this time he is denied.
You know, Kono, one of the differences between the two teams right now is 2 of Hawaii's pin hitters are hitting negative, more errors than kills. One of them is Stein Van Tilburg. There's an error right there. And one of them is Colton Cowell. Only Rado is hitting for plus percentage at 429.
Yeah, Rado with 4 of Hawaii's 7 total kills. 5th hitting error for the Bows. Here's Patapunov. Plugged it through the block and it touched the antenna. So a much needed point for the Rainbow Warriors. What is it about this building, though? We talk about Long Beach State and this home winning streak, and certainly a lot of it has to do with the players they have in the Long Beach State uniforms. What else is it about this building, you think?
You know, maybe the sight lines, maybe the depth perception. It's tough to say, but obviously it's a difficult place to play for all the volleyball teams that try to come in here and beat Long Beach State, because none of them have been able to do it for 3 years.
Yeah, Siegfried tools the block and make it now a 10-2 run to really snatch up, at least currently, control of this first frame. Siegfried with a pair of kills, no errors. Serve goes long, though, and Hawaii gets the freebie. That was Kyle Insing going long with the serve. Long Beach State was the preseason pick to win the Big West Conference. And what is so interesting is there is at least the possibility that these 2 teams will square off 2 more times after tonight in what could possibly be championship situations. In the Big West Conference tournament next week in Honolulu, and then a couple weeks later, the NCAA tournament, guess where? Right here at the Pyramid. Stein gets it roofed back. Anderson right next to Tuaninga.
It's just a great block. 4 hands across, nowhere for Stein to go there. Set was a little inside, a little tight.
Look at the blocking numbers. 5 on the side of the beach, none on the side of the Bows. Cowell with the first touch. How about that wide back set there by Worsley to Rado Patapunov. Little joust at the net. DeFalco jump sets his mate. Ensing tried to slice it far side and missed the court wide.
Boy, got lucky there, but in the middle of that play, though, how about the set by Joe Worsley all the way across court to Rado? That was an amazing set.
Joe, who served well in that 5-set thriller defeat for Hawaii last night. Now back behind the line. Can he keep it going? It's a good pass right there. Outside, it's DeFalco just bouncing it off of the Terraflex. TJ DeFalco, 6'4" senior from Huntington Beach, California. Seems like half the roster is out of Huntington Beach High School.
Yeah. How about TJ? He got the won the Karch Kirai Award as a sophomore in college. That's Karch Kirai Award is given to the best outside hitter in the country. He won it as a sophomore. So, and he just is getting better and better as the years go on. He could have signed as a pro after his sophomore year and gotten a lot of money. Chose to stay and get his degree. Good for him.
Back row set. And that is Ethan Siegfried. And he has provided a strong contribution here for Long Beach State, making the start tonight here on night 2 of this back-to-back. And it is 22-15 with another timeout being signaled by the Rainbow Warriors. All right, let's take a look at the First Hawaiian Bank top 3 NCAA all-time single season hitting percentage. And how about the two teams sharing the floor tonight in the top 3? This is all-time. This spans all eras. Traditional scoring, rally scoring to 30, you name it. And you have Hawaii and Long Beach State this season ranked in the top 3. That's wild.
Amazing. Just amazing.
Let's send it over to Ryan Calais. Suji, Ryan, what's up?
Well, head coach Charlie Wade talking to his outside hitters about hitting smart. He's saying right now they're trying to power through. He's trying to talk to his hitters about trying to find ways to tool the Long Beach State block. On the 49ers sideline, they're primarily talking about how to stop Rada Parapuna. Alan Knight telling his players to just put your hands out and hopefully try to deflect something in the backcourt. They recognize the velocity at which Parapuna hits and hope balls just ricochet off their players in ways to stop him. Back over to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Ryan. Well, so far, the numbers heavily in Long Beach's favor. Hawaii hitting .087. I mean, when is the last time you've seen the Rainbow Warriors hitting that kind of number as a team? Long Beach State, meanwhile, .524. So what are we seeing play out here, C-Mac?
Right now, Long Beach State basically out-blocking, out-digging, out-passing, out-hitting. Just doing all phases of the game better and out-serving as well. 2 service aces to 1 for Hawaii. And part of this, I think, Kanoa, is the senior night aura that is going on. The energy that is in the favor of the team that has the seniors, the home team that has all the seniors.
So Carlos Rivera, another setter on the roster, sophomore out of Puerto Rico, is back behind the line to serve. Takes a long inhale, and here it comes. And it's an ace. Long Beach State up 8. The Spectrum store at Ward has relocated to Ala Moana with new expanded hours. They're at the street level near Shirakia, now open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 9, and Sundays, 10 to 7. Check it out. Give them a visit. Pretty impressive, the digs over there at Ala Moana. 23 serving 15. That time it goes long, and Hawaii has quite the uphill challenge in front of it if it is to get back in the mix here in this opening set. Now, there were 2 of the sets last night. Again, a 5-set victory for Long Beach State, but in the third and in the fourth, pretty lopsided scores. It was 25-16 in favor of Hawaii in the third last night. And then how about the response by the 49ers in set 4? 25-16 the other way.
You expect each set to be close, given how close these two teams are.
Brett Rosenmeyer goes long with the serve, and so it is set point here for Long Beach. And Josh Tuaninga to serve. And here at the Pyramid, they stand in unison for every set point, not just match point. Pass by Cowell. They go outside to Colton. Block got a good chunk there. Right side, it's Insing. Diving save, Gage Worsley. Joe. Backside, Dorado. 3 blockers up, and they shut the door. Long Beach State wins set 1 emphatically. 25-16 here on the 49ers senior night and regular season finale.
Rainbow Warrior Volleyball on Spectrum Sports is sponsored by Bank of Hawaii and Hawaii Honda Dealers.
Well, one of the go-tos for Long Beach State. They went to him a lot early, and TJ DeFalco delivered 5 kills on 6 swings, hit 667 in what ended up being a 25-16 win in set 1 for the Beach.
The Beach just hit big numbers. They only have 2 errors. Hit 500 as a team. 6 blocks to Hawaii's 0. 8 digs to Hawaii's 7. Meantime, Hawaii had 7 hitting errors, and 2 of their 3 pin hitters are hitting negative. Hawaii's going to struggle if they keep up those kind of numbers. I'm sure Charlie Wade had some spicy words for his boys, get them fired up a little bit. This clearly is one giant 4-match chess match, because there was last night, there's tonight, there's next week.
Sure.
They're hoping to meet, Long Beach State in the Big West Finals. And again, 2 weeks after that in the NCAA Championship. So there's a lot going on as far as how much each coach is revealing of their team and how much they want to expose. Clearly, Long Beach State's getting the better of it right now, for sure. Alan Knight knows what he's doing. He's coached the national team before, and he's been there 16 years. And Charlie Wade, same thing, 10 years there. And they both know what they're doing, and they've dealt with 2 great hands of cards, and we'll see how they play them out. And here's one of the best setters in the country, won the National Player of the Year in last year in 2018. Josh Tuaninga.
That set 1 was tied at 11, and then Long Beach State just surged, outscoring Hawaii 14-5 down the stretch. Little roll shot there by DeFalco. Hawaii with the advantage. They go high and away to SVT. And Stein von Tilburg, how important is it for him to get going? He records his first kill of the match.
I would say it's very important for him to get his share of kills if Hawaii's going to be successful. He's huge.
So Hawaii strikes first, as they did in the opening frame. And then they strike again. Joe Worsley deals an ace out of the deck.
Worsley goes up and hits that seam between the 2 passers. That time Siegfried probably should have moved a little bit sooner, but when it hit the tape, it makes your movements different when the ball slows down like that.
Another good serve. Great pass, though, falling to the floor by Jordan Molina. And then the swing goes through that Hawaii block. Kyle Ensing delivering. 6'7" senior from Valencia, California. 3-time All-American, including a first-teamer last season.
He's also with the USA national team. He's on the radar of John Spraw in that national team effort.
Here's Stein from the opposite position. Diving save there by Ensing to keep it alive. Hawaii on the attack. Here's Stein again, blocked and roof. TJ DeFalco that time got the most of it.
TJ just goes up and takes the line right away from Stein. I think he saw that Stein was going to go line, so he reached out there and then pushed it back into the court. Great form, great technique. It's a big-time play.
Worsley, back row attack. That's Cowell. Didn't get all the lumber on it. DeFalco then is blocked. Pats it back up in the air. Tuaninga tried to catch Hawaii napping, nothing doing. Here's Rado. Caught a piece of the block. Bump set, high ball to DeFalco, blocked and roof. And Stein able to exact a little bit of vengeance. And that is the first block for Hawaii in this match.
Both players going up and pressing the ball down. That was straight down. That was like blocked down on the 6-inch line. Nice move by Stein.
3 serving 2. Tuaninga was outside to DeFalco. And he just smacks it. That one didn't go all the way to the pin. Sort of that mid-range outside set.
Yeah, I think that's a called play between Tuaninga and DeFalco. It might even be audibilized in the middle of the play, but clearly Rado looks at DeFalco and then takes his eyes off him. Should have kept his eyes on him instead of on the center, because TJ is just such an important part of their offense.
Worsley has to chase down that set and then puts up a nectar for Rado, but 3 blockers up, got a good piece of it. Here's DeFalco, cross court and down.
It was a well-formed block, and TJ found a way to get around it. That's such a quick arm swing, gets off the floor quickly, and then his arm is just a whip of an arm. And he's got the wide range. He can bring it down the line and go sharp cross court.
That's 7 kills now for DeFalco. And his former high school teammate, Josh Tuaninga, with the serve. Worsley sets up Rado, 3 blockers up again. And that time you saw Kyle Ensing sort of fall awkwardly to the ground. He actually was a little wobbly after one of his landings last night as well, but was able to play through it. That one falling down on the Long Beach side of the net. And so we're tied at 4. Here's Gassman. Tick with the tape there. So the first touch by Tuaninga. Molina sets up Ensing. And the roof for Hawaii.
So Hawaii finally getting their block together after being outblocked 6-0 in the first set.
And makes all the difference in the world depending on the effectiveness of the Hawaii serve, right? Makes the Long Beach State, as with any offense or transition offense, makes it a little more predictable. Gassman. Oh, that was some gas, man. Here's DeFalco from the back row. And he gets the side and the point back for Long Beach State.
You know, Pat Gassman did exactly what he should do. He served tough, forced the pass off the net, so that the ball had to be set to one of the 2 pins, making it much easier for the blockers. But TJ's so good, he finds a way around pretty much any block.
One of the more decorated attackers that has come through college volleyball. Here's Rado. Blasts it off the block and down.
And you see the Hawaii passers breathe a sigh of relief. TJ's turn at serving is over.
That's
for
right.
now.
That's an accomplishment.
It is.
So 7 kills now for Parapunov. And he serves it into the net. Charlie Wade stressed the importance of getting long service runs out of his 3 primary jump servers in Colton Cowell, Rado Parapunov, and Stein Von Tilburg.
Exactly, and I think he would like to add Joe Worsley to that mix as well, since he starts Joe out of the match in every set, serving.
Rado cross court. Tuaninga dug it up, but it finds its way into the stands despite the effort by Kyle Ensing, who gets an ovation from the fans.
Great pursuit by both TJ and Ensing. One of the things that makes them great players is that they never say die till the ball drops to the floor.
We all thought he turned an ankle last night and earlier tonight, and there he is jumping over press row. There's Parapunov virtually jumping over the net. 8 kills for Rado.
What made that play was the serve, though. Well, forced an overpass, and Hawaii got to run a transition play, which they did not do as well last night. Charlie Wade wanted to see his offense, his defense to offense transition plays be run at a much higher, more efficient rate.
Cowell into the twine. That's the 5th service, make that the 4th service error for Hawaii compared to 5 for Long Beach State.
Hawaii passes with 3 passers. Long Beach State passes with 4.
That serve goes just long, and Hawaii gets a freebie. The Rainbow Warriors looking to kind of get the mojo back, right? Since they set the NCAA record, 74 consecutive sets won, came to an end against UC Santa Barbara at home last weekend. They have now lost 5 of the last 8 sets in which they have played. They're trying to reestablish their authority, their superiority, if you will. But Ethan Siegfried and company on the beach side of the net, they've had a lot to say about that.
I'll tell you something, he's a happy camper. He gets up high. Look at that, hanging high. Great leaping ability. His mom and dad are in the house. I'm sure Grandpa and Grandma watching from Hawaii. Talking Lori.
Won 3 state titles at Punahou. Stein with the big windup. And he goes cross court towards us and down for a Hawaii point. Joe Worsley now. That's a good one. Overpass, and Gassman, oh so gently, places it down onto the floor. And Hawaii up a 3 spot here in set 2.
Worsley here forces the overpass. Molina, normally a very sure passer, has overpassed a couple tonight.
Worsley is serving some bombs. That time handled well by Long Beach State. A good dig there by Gage Worsley. Stein is dug up over the net. Worsley this time goes back out to Stein. Little extra chili pepper water on that one.
That was almost an angry swing. Stein disappointed he hasn't hit for percentage yet tonight.
Timeout Long Beach. 3-0 Rainbow run. Get the greatest plays, hardest hits, and schedule info by following Spec Sports High on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. All of the highlights and Hawaii info. Right now the info is the Rainbow Warriors leading by 4 here in set 2. With a patty cake at the net. Rado will get a full swing out of it. Good save there by Ensing on his back heels. DeFalco from off the net, punched up in the air by Joe Worsley. So Gage highballs it to Stein, who tools the block and then has a little extra volume through the net. And Kyle Ensing, none too happy about it.
I'm not sure it's a good idea for Stein to be yelling through the net right now and firing up an already fired up Long Beach State team.
Yeah, there was some posturing through the net there between Stein and a couple of the Long Beach State players. Just to spice the festivities up even more. Here's DeFalco from off the net. Fingertips of the block out of piece. Gage. Torado over the triple block is dug up in the back row by Siegfried. Here's Ensing. Diving save by Gage. Stein the dink. What a save by Ensing. DeFalco through the block. Gassman can't put it down. Back row. Siegfried is dug up as well by Joe Worsley. Rado another stab at it. This time cashes it in.
Well, how about the defense being played by both sides? Look at this save by Kyle Ensing, giving up his body to keep the ball alive. I thought that tip was going to go to the ground. Ensing says, no way.
Ten kills for Rado Patapunov. Here's DeFalco. Gage got it up. Joe with the second touch. They're going to call a net violation against Hawaii, so wipe away the effort played there by Joe Worsley. It's a point for Long Beach State. You know, this is obviously Walter Pyramid. We know where we're at. Long Beach State, they love their team here in Long Beach, but there is a pretty loud section of Hawaii fans in a couple of different parts of the arena. They're making sure that their presence is known.
One of them's right behind us.
Yeah, so we're very aware of them. Here's Worsley, quick middle to Gassman, who lays the smackdown.
Great pass that time by Gage Worsley. Gives Joe a chance, brother Joe, to give a perfect set to Patrick Gassman. And then Gage runs over and fires up the Hawaii crowd. This is getting pretty intense, come on.
Yeah, you can feel it. Stein pings it up against the end line. Well, this is some fight that Charlie Wade wanted to see from his team here tonight. They are at the moment bringing it. Good pass there by Molina. Backside. And Ensing with a little extra look through the net. Right back at Stein von Tilburg. And he is warned by the top official. Trying to just put a damper on some of that right away.
Joe Worsley says, you know, people give me a lot of credit for being a great center, but, you know, when I got guys that are 6'10", hitting the ball, it's pretty easy.
17-10. 5 kills on 7 swings, no errors for Pat Gassman. And here is Jakob Tella the Norwegian freshman with the southpaw serve. DeFalco. Oh boy. That was heavy-handed.
TJ just has so much range. He really doesn't need the ball set perfectly every time. He's a step close away with a good jump and a whip of an arm to get a kill from most anywhere.
Here's Rado against two blockers. Was able to sneak it by Amato, who felt like he was in position to make the play, but couldn't do so. So another kill for Patapunov. That's 11. He has piled up some numbers against Long Beach State. Had the season high 21 last night, the career high 23 against Long Beach State in 2017. Oh, the one-handed solo stuff by Dalton Solbrig.
Here's your basic classic King Kong block, the one-hander by Solberg. Wow, what a play.
Timeout Long Beach. Dalton says talk to the hand. Hawaii on a 10-3 run. Yes, they're repping the 808 here at Walter Pyramid. And they have reason to turn up the volume. Hawaii has turned up its play here in set number 2. 19-11 advantage on Long Beach State. Go figure, C-Mac.
Well, you know, Hawaii just started doing a little bit better in every category. They started blocking. They started hitting better. You know, you weren't going to see Stein Van Tilburg hitting negative all night. That's for sure. That was going to turn around at some point.
Hawaii hitting .571 here in set 2. Siegfried dug up by Rado, but it finds its way down. And another kill for Ethan Siegfried. So playing against his hometown program.
Siegfried, you know, there was a reason why he won 3 state championships while he was at Punahou.
5 kills for him.
Played All-State, I believe, 2 of the 3 years at least, maybe all 3.
Here's Trevor Briggs with the serve. The slide, and Solbrig got under it. One of the few times where we have seen the slide not work in Hawaii's favor. They used it just once in that match last night.
And they're usually successful with it because it's so rare. The other team doesn't really expect it.
And pretty unique for sure. Stein with the first touch. So Joe goes high ball outside the Cowell. And Colton Cowell, whose pops Cody is in the house here this evening. Cody, the head of the volleyball program at Bishop Montgomery High School here in Los Angeles. And Colton getting into the scoring column with his first kill of the match. Took a little something off there. DeFalco the pass. Siegfried. Oh my goodness, like he was leaping off of a trampoline.
He did. Siegfried is definitely Long Beach State's version of Colton Cowell.
Yeah.
Smallish outside hitter with big hops.
Yeah, both listed at 6'1", heavy arms. And as you said, they can get into some rarefied air. Here's Stein, cross court.
Net violation as well. And certainly Stein, I don't think, was very happy about hitting negative in that first set. Probably felt responsible for the loss, the way he is. Real perfectionist.
We have seen some of that emotion pouring out here in this second stanza. Here's James Anastasiadis with the serve, tickles the net. Great reaction there by Tuaninga. DeFalco sets up Siegfried off the block and down. So they rule a net violation there against Hawaii. Point for the Beach, and it is Siegfried to serve. Cross-court set to Stein over a triple block. SVT going OTT.
Well, that was a thing of beauty. Stein going deep corner against 6 hands. Great, well-formed block by Long Beach State.
After 0 kills in set 1, Stein now with 6 kills. Meanwhile, TJ DeFalco puts down his 11th of the night.
He has such great vision, and he could see that the line digger was coming up. The block was giving him some line, so he goes right at the line digger. Too hard to dig that one's coming at you too fast, and he gets an easy kill.
Oh, that went into the net, and another free point for Hawaii. They lead by 7, looking to even things up here in this Hanaho rematch. And it is Stein van Tilburg, the 6'8" senior from the Netherlands, who has all of a sudden found a rhythm here tonight. Amato unable to put it down. Chance for the Bows. Cowell dug up tight to the net, played off the net on one knee by Tuaninga, and he sets up DeFalco. That goes all the way back to Huntington Beach High School.
Wow, what a play. Tuaninga played football as well. He was a great football player. Look at that. Off one knee, goes to his good buddy, DeFalco. The right hand seems to know what the left hand's doing all the time.
His hands are remarkable. Rosenmeyer with the pass, middle set. Gassman, great up there by Molina. DeFalco. Did that get over the line? Apparently it did. They play on. Ensing off the block. And out. And so another point for Long Beach State. But Jordan Molina, the transfer from Long Beach City College, coming up with a big save here, C-Mac.
Yeah, look at that. He's just gutsy. That's the end of the point where Ensign just tools the block, but Molina made that play.
Worsley goes backside. Here's Rado. Dug up by Ensing. Saved by DeFalco. Ensing is roof. Pat Gassman saying, ole.
There's the save. I think if the referee could have seen that, they would have called, a mishandled ball.
Well, it winds up a Hawaii point, and it is aloha ball for the Rainbows here in set 2 to try to even this matchup. Outside, Ensing cross court, dug up by Cowell, punched up by Joe. Rado with the swing, and right there is Tuaninga. Molina highballs it to DeFalco. Tried to blast it off the block. Tuaninga this time goes middle. It's Amato, blocked. Rattled around, Ensing the swing, and the block got a piece. Worsley outside to Cowell. And get comfy, folks. We're going to be here for a bit. It is tied 1-1 at the Pyramid. Number 1 versus number 2, of course. Welcome back. It's intermission here at Walter Pyramid. The Rainbow Warriors tying things up here in the match 1-1 with Long Beach State winning set 2 25-18. And Stein van Tilburg awakened in that second frame. After going without a kill in set number 1, he pumps down 6 against the Beach in set number 2. Served tough, and certainly was a huge reason why Hawaii has evened this matchup here. The Hanaho rematch to close out the Big West Conference regular season. All right, so he's usually part of the corner crew. We're going to give C-Mac a little break here. Ryan Kalesuji, who's been roaming around Walter Pyramid, we're going to give you a chance to sit down, but we're not going to let you off the hook. We're going to still put you to work. Alongside Ryan, I'm Kanoa Leahy. And how do you figure that we have had between these two teams in what is obviously a matchup of very even, very talented squads? How have we had so many lopsided sets?
You know, we're talking to head coach Charlie Wade before the matchup, and he said both these teams very similar in terms of their emotional state. A lot of times these players, once one team goes on a run, they'll go on these long stretches because of the ups and downs that these teams are. I think both coaches are looking for a little more consistency on the sideline. As I'm walking back and forth, you're hearing the Long Beach State coaches preaching to their players, hey, Hawaii is going to make plays. They're going to win long rallies. let it go. It's okay if they let it. I think a lot of times these coaches are trying to control these emotions to help keep these games a little more balanced.
Well, speaking of emotions, we saw some of that pour out in that second set. Stein von Tilburg was talking through the net a little bit, and it did not make Kyle Ensing too happy. The officials even had to chime in on a couple of occasions. What did you make of that?
Well, so after that, Stein von Tilburg went over to the bench during the timeout and told his teammates, hey guys, I got this. I know what I'm doing. He said, don't let them get into your heads. I'm not letting him get into my head. It's almost like a chess game I think he's playing with him, knowing that that's the kind of things that rile Ensing up. He wants to get in his head a little, but he is not allowing it to dictate how he plays. In fact, it actually helped motivate him in set number 2.
I was going to say, it's almost as if he knows what that does for him, just kind of getting himself to that emotional level, and it certainly looked like it paid off in that second set. Can it continue, though, here on what has the makings to be another long night in Long Beach? All right, Rado Potapunov, a guy who from the get-go just piling up numbers, and here he is, 11 kills, hitting .429. What did you make of the way he's been hitting the ball tonight by comparison to what we saw in the 5-setter last night?
Well, just a lot more smarter. I mean, Rado Potapunov is going up against a double block every single time. You can see here on some of his highlights, there is not an opportunity where Potapunov is going one-on-one. He's either seeing 2 or 3 blockers in front of him. He's just hitting a lot smarter. On that last highlight, you saw him hitting line. He's also recognizing when it's out of system and going high hands and even sharp cross. So for the coaches from the Long Beach State standpoint, they're trying to play a defense around that. And again, they're just telling their players, hey, just put your arms out there when Rado is hitting and hope it hits one body part, because they recognize there's no really slowing Rado down at this point.
Not in that second frame. 6 kills, 0 errors in set 2 for Rado Potapunov. We'll take a timeout. Welcome back. Let's take a look at the McDonald's match statistics. C-Mac, anything stand out to you?
Well, you know, the two teams being at 1-1, everything's pretty much even, except look at Hawaii's hitting errors, 9. Too many for Charlie Wade's liking. And how about the blocking? Once again, the #1 blocking team in the country is getting out-blocked by a very good Long Beach State block. Diggs about even, aces to errors, about even again.
Well, Hawaii turned it around offensively in that second set after hitting 0-40 in set 1. They go out and they hit at a clip of 500 in set number 2. The other thing is Hawaii did not get aced in that second set. TJ DeFalco, meanwhile, I mean, it's like Groundhog Day with this guy.
Yeah, he's just an amazing athlete. You know, he didn't start playing volleyball until very late. You know, watched his sister in the gym when he was in, I think, middle school, and he picked it up and ended up liking it, and the rest is history. He ended up being an incredible high school athlete at Huntington Beach High School. And then I think the youngest player ever to be on the national team when he was 16 years old. So Hawaii's got their hands full against the TJ DeFalco, that's for sure. They got to find somewhere to slow him down. He's got a dozen kills already.
Yeah, it was on the 2015 Pan Am Games U.S. team. Played alongside former Rainbow Taylor Averill. And Hawaii off to a good start here in set number 3. 2 serving 0.
Well, Joe Worsley getting an ace off Ethan Siegfried, but Siegfried, 7 kills, no errors, hitting .636. He's got 7 digs to lead every player on the floor, and he's been in a couple of blocks. He's having a career night tonight.
And another ace for Joe Worsley. And what a start for the Rainbows here in the 3rd.
Worsley's going, hey guys, I don't know what's happening, but I sure like it.
Diving pass there by Molina. Here's DeFalco. He draws a crowd, but he's able to tool the block, and that's kill number 13 for TJ DeFalco. Entered tonight second on the team with 3.39 kills per set, hitting .398 on the year.
That time he was going up against a big block, 6'9", 6'10". It was well formed. It wasn't a split block like usual.
And here's another Huntington Beach High School product, Shane Holdaway, the freshman. Starting this 3rd set, Stein pulling the string.
Remember, Holdaway came on last night and was amazing. There's Stein pulling the trigger there. Long Beach State cannot cover. Holdaway, 4 kills, 1 ace, 2 blocks in just the 4th and 5th sets alone.
Here's DeFalco. Cross court, one-hand layout save there by Gage. Here's Cowell on the set from Stein von Tilburg. Long Beach out of system. DeFalco, though, with a good swing on it. The save by Joe Worsley. So Gage, back row set to Stein. Gage Worsley doing a little bit of everything on that sequence.
Gage Worsley is such a special athlete. Fearless defender. He gets under the block and covers well. Sets great from the backcourt. Terrific digger and passer.
Into the net there, though, for Stein. So 2 serving 5 here. Positive open to this 3rd frame for sure for the Rainbows. Here's Josh Tuaninga, though, to serve. You may remember his younger bro, former UH outside hitter, Gus Tuaninga. Middle set, Gassman goes high hands there. Saved by Siegfried. Tuaninga goes middle, and Amato puts it down. Amato, a second-team AVCA All-American selection last year.
Amato's got that quick arm swing. Hits him in what they call the gap area there. The gap between the outside blocker and the middle blocker. Great set from Tuaninga as well.
Pass by Cowell on the money, so Gassman gets the set in the middle. And that's what presents itself when Hawaii gets a good first pass off the serve.
Exactly. Hawaii can get a split block. Gassman goes up. Actually, Gassman really doesn't even need a split block. When if the ball's set correctly and set high enough, he'll just go over any block at 6'10".
Can't coach height, right? Outside. And the Rainbow Roofing Company punching in for work once again. Rado Potapunov getting the most of that one.
Rado reaching way over. Solberg's so excited he falls to the floor.
So all of a sudden, the Hawaii blocking numbers starting to elevate. And another quality serve by Pat Gassman. DeFalco from off the net, misses wide. No touch. Point Hawaii. And we'll have a timeout by Alan Knipe. And we'll take a break as well. Rainbows by a handful in the 3rd. Welcome back. Hawaii by 5, hitting 600 so far in the early stages of this 3rd set. Long Beach State, meanwhile, flatlining it so far here in the 3rd, and Pat Gassman looking to keep the pressure on out of the Long Beach State timeout, and he goes long with it. So a well-utilized timeout on the part of Alan Knipe. And it is TJ DeFalco retreating back to serve. 44 aces on the season coming into this match. That's tied for the team lead. Kyle Ensing, the other ace specialist for Long Beach. What about the pass there by Stein? Quick middle to Dalton Solbrig. And Gage Worsley goes over and gives SBT a bear hug.
Oh, you gotta love it. Stein had the perfect pass, allowed Joe to run a great play to Solbrig, and so Gage does what else? There you go, hug SBT.
Outside, Siegfried tried to punch it through the block, popped up by Solbrig, so Stein has to send a free ball over the net. The Beach with the advantage. Siegfried gets it down again. He is having himself a match. 8 kills now for Ethan Siegfried.
Siegfried's just got a stranglehold on that new starting job right now. Yet to make an error. Hitting over 700.
8 kills, that's 2 off of his career high. Siegfried providing some magic for Long Beach State.
Absolutely.
Step out, Solbrig. That time it worked. He basically slam dunked that.
This is something that I was talking to Charlie Wade about, wondering why he doesn't run Solberg more behind the setter on a tight slide as opposed to a wide slide. And lo and behold, they just did it.
Here's Cowell. Good serve to Aninga, chasing down the second. Touched. Can they get it over? They do. Just barely. Here's Stein with the swing. Off the block and down.
Great save by Tuaninga to keep the ball alive. Ensing also almost gets a kill out of that bump.
And that's 9. Make that.
There's Tuaninga with the effort off the court. Ensing almost gets a kill there on the bump over.
We had 10 kills for Stein in our graphic. The official stats in front of us says 9. We'll get that squared away. But here's Rado from behind the line through the block and down. And these rainbows are rolling at the moment, Chris.
Yeah, they're really looking smooth right now. And their defense is great. They're passing well. Their energy's really positive between each other. We got some wild fans behind us that are getting crazy.
Getting some TV time, too. But they've been doing this very effectively. They have been serving well. Case in point, but unable to put it down, was Solberg. Siegfried cross court, may have been an out ball had it not been touched at the net. So Gage Worsley attempted the save, and a much needed point for Long Beach State. Make that now 9 put downs for the Punahou alum Siegfried. Also paddled and kayaked in high school. In fact, won a state championship in paddling to go along with his 3 state titles in volleyball at Punahou. Solberg!
Dalton Solberg getting more involved. Last night, he only got 6 sets all night long, so I expected he would get more action tonight.
The body language that we're seeing from Hawaii as compared to what we saw in set 1, I mean, it is a stark contrast as the serve goes long by Solberg. Now, this is a Rainbow team that is now fired up. We suggested that this was a squad searching for its mojo at the beginning of set number 2, and it appears, at least momentarily, they've recaptured at least a semblance of that. The out serve there by Siegfried gives the point to the Bows.
Yeah, in case you just joined us, you didn't miss much in the first set for Hawaii fans. Things were pretty grim. Long Beach State played almost flawless volleyball in that first set.
Yeah, Long Beach State hit 500 compared to 0-4-0 for Hawaii in set 1. DeFalco, I don't think that even cleared the net.
A rare error by TJ DeFalco.
And Alan Knight's going to signal another timeout. Hawaii up 15-7 on the beach in set 3.
With a moment magnitude of 5.5. Mode tsunami is expected. Repeat. Mode tsunami is expected. However, some areas may have experienced strong shaking. This will be the only statement issued for this event unless additional data are received.
How about the Worsley brothers going to work defensively? Rado unable to put it down. So they go back row. The timing not there. Rare miscommunication for the Beach. Cowell comes swooping in from the back row, but it's returned. Rado the first touch. Worsley with choices to Stein. And he slices it cross court and in.
Great set from Worsley. He gets one-on-one situation out there for Stein. Stein's going to win that battle about 90% of the time.
And that's now officially double figures in kills for Von Tilburg. Remember, he was without a kill. He was goose-egging it after the first set. DeFalco, a solo blocker against him. But how about the up by Gage? Cowell from the back row, the dink. Didn't send it deep enough, but Gassman cleans up the spill. And the Rainbow Warriors Gage Worsley in particular, absolutely playing to the Hawaii fans that are in the building right now. He is fired up, looking up at them. He is grimacing. He is gesticulating towards them. They're feeling it.
I'll tell you why he was so excited there was he just dug TJ DeFalco, former player of the year.
The dig there by Ensing. He'll get the set from the back row and tools the block for a much-needed Long Beach State point, and that gets the 49er fans to applaud. Here's Anderson. Worsley goes quick middle to Gassman. An overpass, and Patapunov places it down. Not exactly how they drew it up, but the result is a point for Hawaii, and they're up 10 on Long Beach State here in the third.
Kind of a sloppy dig that's overpassed, and here's the tap down, and it is a field goal. 3 points, Hawaii.
Who do you give that one to? As Stein just misses the floor wide. They gave that put down to Gassman on that previous sequence. So I asked Ryan during the intermission what he thought about why we have seen so many lopsided sets in these two nights, these two matches, despite the fact that clearly these are pretty evenly matched teams talent-wise. What would you suggest as being the reason why we've seen so many lopsided sets?
I think it's because the two teams tend to be very emotional and they go on runs. And when they go on runs, either side of the court, great things are going to happen. There's Gassman again, flexing and adding to his kill total.
Yeah, you're right. There's just something about these two teams and their ability to surf the momentum.
Exactly. That's a great way to put it.
Tella with the serve.
Pass off the net.
DeFalco. And that one bounces up against the end line. That's 14 kills now for DeFalco. This is a Long Beach State team that certainly proved last night when they were down 2-1 and got trounced in the third that they still can conjure up that spirit, that heart of a champion.
Remember, this is the serving rotation that Hawaii struggled with last Friday when Long Beach made a comeback.
Yeah, you always seem to have a chance if you're Long Beach State if DeFalco's behind the service line, but Cowell is able to make it a brief session as Colton hammers one home.
He was at the front end and the back end of that point. He had a great pass, and then he goes up like Siegfried, skies, hangs, and hammers.
Here's Rado.
Overpass.
Tight to the net. Solbrig says mahalo, nui, loa. And Hawaii up 11.
So here's what, Long Beach State's starting to overpass the ball a lot. Now they're going to start, I think they might start compensating too much, and they'll be passing off the net, maybe to the 10-foot line, unable to set the middle like that. There's a set pass way off the net.
Oh, and the set was off the mark. Another rare error by Josh Tuaninga. You never see that.
This guy was setter of the year in high school in the country, setter of the year in the United States in college, player of the year last year. But you know what? They're all human. They're gonna make mistakes.
Patapunov with an ace. Well, Hawaii surfing the momentum in Long Beach State right now, enduring a tsunami in the form of Rado Patapunov and company.
So Dale Knight out of timeout, so he'll make a substitution, give Ethan Siegfried a break, even though Ethan's playing really good volleyball. The 9 kills, no errors.
Lewis Richard, another senior, one of the 6 honored prior to the match, gets the swing fresh off the bench. He was held without a kill last night. On 8 attempts, had 5 errors. He hit negative 625. So that one in particular must have felt pretty good.
Oh, for sure. He's a really good player. It's 306 on the year. He's been starting all year long. I think Siegfried's only started a couple of times, but last night was a struggle for him. And look how he bounced back. A veteran senior move right there. He was all-CIF, high school All-American, USA Junior National Team, so he can play.
Yeah, 5th year with the program. And it's Rivera back to serve out of Newport Harbor High School. 11 serving 23. Two-hand pass by Gage. Worsley goes to Rado off the block. Saved by Rosie, but he overpasses it. And easy pickings there at the net for the Beach.
Rosie might have taken an out ball, too. It looked like he was standing on the line and passing the ball to his left. Might have been an out ball.
Still a mountain to climb here for the 49ers. But we talk about momentum. I don't think the Rainbows want them to string a run together to possibly lift their spirits as that serve goes long. And it is aloha ball here in set 3 for Hawaii.
And a lot of the Hawaii fans now are standing up for set point in each set. How about that? It's catching on.
You've talked about that before. I think that's a tradition you'd like to see travel all the way back to the 50th state.
It would just give the home team a little more advantage, I think, and give the fans a chance to exercise a little bit, stand up and down.
They'll have another chance here this upcoming week at the Big West Conference Tournament. The roll serve there by Cowell, and then bounced off the floor by Anderson. It remains aloha ball, though, here in the 3rd. So that's the 6th kill out of the middle for Long Beach State. You compare that to 14 kills from the middle position for Hawaii in this match. What a pass by Cowell. And then Worsley sends it home. And Hawaii unleashes in the 3rd. 25-13, and they lead 2 sets to 1. Looking to claim the Big West regular season title and end the Beach's streak.
Back at the Walter Pyramid here in Long Beach, where Hawaii's up 2-1 over the defending national champions, Long Beach. Right now, I'm here on the sideline with 2 familiar faces for Hawaii fans, Kendra Kelsch and Jenny Franciscovich, both setters at the University of Hawaii. I'm going to start off with Kendra Kelsch, a conflicted Kendra Kelsch. Kendra, fill us in on what you're doing these days.
All right, so I'm playing beach volleyball at Cal State Long Beach, and it was really hard to pick out a color today. So, but, you know, I love my team here, but I'll always be a bow. But it's been a great experience so far.
Well, great to see you, and thanks for catching up. Jennings, we saw you last week in Hawaii. You saw the crowd. How would you compare this crowd to the crowd back home in Hawaii?
It's nothing. It's nothing compared to the stand. I already posted on my Instagram for the guys. Just being in that at the Stand Share Center, seeing that sold-out crowd. It's loud here, but nothing compares to 10,000.
One quick question. You've played with Joe Worsley, worked with him for 2 years. How would you say of the job that he's done this season and thus far?
Well, first of all, just having Joe be the guy pushing you is incredible. He's a great player, been around volleyball for so long, and seeing what he's doing with this team this year, definitely an X factor for this team. The offense that he's running, seeing how much he's even grown from last year, it's really awesome to see how he's playing.
Well, Jennings, Kendra, thank you so much. We'll send it back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Ryan. Good to see those familiar faces certainly in the area. The Jack Pack tonight, Player of the Week streak. Hawaii's Rado Patapunov has won 5 Big West Conference Player of the Week awards in the last 6 weeks. No other Big West Conference volleyball player, man or woman, has won more than 3 awards in a 6-week span. And you know who the other weekly award winner was over the course of that 6-week span? Joe Worsley.
Joe Worsley, that's right. That's right.
So Hawaii dominating that particular honor over the last month and a half.
How about the numbers from the last set, Kanoa? Hawaii did not make a hitting error. 15 kills, no errors, hit 625. Sided out at 85%. Long Beach hit 333, not a bad number. But you're going to lose if you're playing against a team that's hitting 625.
How about that? Hawaii's hitting picking up demonstratively since that opening frame. And here's another couple of stats. You had Long Beach State recorded 3 aces in that first frame and 6.5 team blocks. Since then, Long Beach State has only recorded 1 block and 0 service aces.
That's why you're seeing the lopsided score.
The lowest point total in a single set this season for Long Beach State in that third frame. 25-13, Hawaii takes it. They're up 2-1. So on the line, just so you know, a Hawaii win in this fourth set would give them the Big West Conference regular season title. It would also award them the #1 seed in the conference tournament next week, which of course is going to be held at the Stan Sheriff Center in Honolulu. It would also, for some of the subplot lovers out there, would end Long Beach State's 40-match win streak in this building. But oh boy, is there a long way to go for Hawaii to achieve those accomplishments. But that's a good start.
It's kind of like it started last set. Joe Worsley stepping back and serving up an ace, serving up an overpass. I tell you, Gassman should be thanking Joe Worsley for the kind of serving he's doing, because he's picking up a lot of kills thanks to Joe.
Yeah, that's now 10 kills for Gassman. He's hitting .667. And it's DeFalco that has to set up Siegfried off the block and down. What a big hit there for the Punahou alum.
That was a great swing. He was facing, I think he had 3 blockers, if I'm not mistaken. And he just goes up high, hits hard, hits sharp angle. Could go line. He goes OTT. He's got all the shots.
Well, out of system to still be able to get the point. That's a biggie here as Hawaii been riding this momentum. And then Kyle Insing serves up an ace. And that gets the Walter Pyramid fans turning up the volume knob. Oh, Insing with the service error. For the latest information on UH Athletics, go to hawaiiathletics.com for UH news, tickets, videos, and more. Also visit UH's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube sites to follow your favorite teams and get current fan promotions. Here's Von Tilburg with the serve. The pass by DeFalco. Middle set to Amato. And he sends it long. No touch up front. And so Hawaii able to dodge a BB there. They lead 3-2.
A rare error from Amato. You know, he hits .528 on the year to lead the team.
Here's Siegfried. He's still working. That is a new career high for Ethan Siegfried. The former Buff and Blue standout, now with 11 put-downs for Long Beach State.
He was going up against a huge block. 6'10 Gassman, 6'9 Parapunov. But Ethan just snapped high and hard and got the kill.
By the way, he's also error-free. Not from the service line, though. And Hawaii gets the point. Long Beach State coming off of the historic run last year, 28-1. They were 9-1, claiming the Big West Championship. Their lone loss of the season was the last game of the season against Hawaii, the last game of the regular season against Hawaii in Honolulu. DeFalco. Oh, boy. That was a whip.
I'm telling you, that was maybe TJ's best shot of the night. Ball's coming from the back row. He's got 2 blockers up on him. He finds a way to get inside both blockers. I'm surprised the block didn't take more across court. They were lined up on the antenna because they were worried that TJ will take it down the line.
Cole! Up the ladder and down the chute it goes!
Blocker's a little late. Tuanega a little late getting to the outside, giving an open net basically to Colton Cowell.
The Haleakala hammer right there on that play. High ball outside to DeFalco down the line and wide. No touch, and Hawaii up 2 here in the fourth.
Hawaii was taking the cross court there, inviting TJ to hit the line, and it's a hard shot. He almost pulled it off, though.
Parapunov. Good pass by DeFalco. They go backside. That's Ensing dug up by Rado. Back row set Stein. And now the Beach with a chance to play it back. DeFalco able to plug it through the Hawaii block. The set to Stein, not quite on time.
And nice dig by Radapar, put off in the back row. He kiddingly has a contest every week with Gage Worsley saying, who's going to get the most digs?
Rado's getting destroyed in that season-long contest, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, good up there by DeFalco off the block. Insing from off the net, goes cross-court and wide.
How about the elbow dig by TJ DeFalco to keep that rally alive? And I'll tell you, he just does a little bit of everything.
You can just feel the intensity here in the building. Cowell sends it long. Walter Pyramid, a sellout crowd here on senior night. 4,200 capacity, although there are some pretty wide concourses around. And so standing room can actually push it
46, they said.
About, yeah, even when they opened this building, they were able to push it to about 5,000. I don't know how happy the fire marshal was about that.
Yeah.
And that's an ace. DeFalco ties it up.
This is a tough serving run for Hawaii, and TJ's up. He did not have, I think, the best of the tosses that time, but he made the most of it. He caught up to the ball and put a good swing on it.
Pass by Cowell. Backside, here's Rado. Blocked in roof. Anderson all over it.
That's sent a little inside, and Rado hit right into the meat of the block there. Usually Rado sees the block lighting up cross court. He'll take it back down the line, but not that time. Great block by the beach.
Just the third hitting error for Rado Parapunov in this match, as DeFalco busts out another ace. That was also the first hitting error for Hawaii since set 2. But feeling the momentum shift, Charlie Wade signals for a timeout. Get in the game with on-demand highlights of University of Hawaii sporting events. Spectrum subscribers have exclusive access to Spectrum Sports Enhanced, channels 13 and 1013. Tough job to be putting together the entire highlight reel for this match, that's for sure. As DeFalco goes into the net.
Nice timeout by Charlie Wade, huh?
Yeah, that ends a 4-0 Long Beach State scoring run.
Hawaii actually out hitting Long Beach in this fourth set, 250 to 125, but 4 aces, or 3 aces is what's keeping Long Beach State alive.
Dalton Solbrig just flops it across outside Siegfried, and he is in some kind of zone.
What made that play was the perfect pass, allowing Tuaninga to run his lightning quick offense.
Building on his career night. 12 kills now for Siegfried, 10 serving 8 here in set number 4. Anderson pumps it long.
Joe Worsley serving.
And here is Joe Worsley to serve. Long Beach State leading the all-time series with Hawaii 46-42. It has been pretty tightly contested over the years. Siegfried, cross court and wide. That is his first hitting error of the match. And it's tied here in the 4th.
He's pretty much worn an S across his chest all night long. Not Beach, but Superman. Finally showed that he was human.
I thought it stood for Siegfried. Backside, here's Ensing. And a net violation called against Stein von Tilburg. And so the point for Long Beach State. I tell you what, in the arena you get to catch all of the sort of subtleties of what's transpiring on the periphery. And the Long Beach State bench is putting together some pretty animated celebrations. It's hilarious. Here's Stein on the backside set, and he gets it down. So Stein von Tilburg now runs his kill total up to 11 on 21 swings. He's hitting .333.
After a miserable start, no kills in set 1.
Yeah, he was able to turn it on.
That
served there.
That served too easy.
How about Worsley waiting for the dump shot by Tuaninga, and then the play on what could have been an out ball by DeFalco. Ensing, the runner, is dug up by Joe. Here's Stein from the back row, 3 blockers up. Molina dives in to save it, set outside Siegfried, left-handed off the block and out. That was amazing. The set by Tuaninga, just to get it out there, was amazing.
There was some kind of play. We're seeing some high-level volleyball here. Fans are being treated to volleyball about as good as it gets.
These are the two teams that most observers of college volleyball this year have agreed are the standouts. Gassman, he's been standing out here in this match. That's 11 kills for him. And we're tied again. The lone loss this year for Long Beach State came on the road at USC. And how about Gassman? All business after that put down. Jakob Tella now to serve. The pass there, Molina outside. DeFalco rising high. Spreading the wings.
Well, he gets up so quick. The block just doesn't have a chance. Watch how quick he gets. The block is barely up. It's split, it's a little sloppy, not a normal Hawaii block. And give a lot of credit to Tuaninga and the passer as well for making that play go. But the ending of DeFalco is something special.
It's now 33 attempts for DeFalco. Had his career high of 54 last year against Hawaii. The one-handed up by Siegfried, and the Beach will return it. Worsley with options. Cowell off the block, played up by DeFalco, gets the set on the outside. The dink is sniffed out by Joe Worsley. Bump set, Gage, Torado, and the block got a good chunk again. Tuaninga backside, Ensing mistimed. Chance for Hawaii, high ball, Patapunov, blocked and roofed.
What a rally. Great volleyball on both sides of the net. Look at that block. 6 hands across. Nowhere for Rado to go.
And a big point after a long stretch there for Long Beach State. Again with the advantage in the blocking numbers against the #1 blocking team in the nation. In fact, Hawaii topped the list in blocks per set, assists per set, opponent kill percentage, their own kill percentage, and kills per set.
And Charlie Wade's going to challenge a net violation, I believe.
All right. We'll see specifically, hopefully we'll get word specifically what part of that sequence he is challenging. As Patricia Malta will take a look again at the dedicated replay review system here in the arena. It is certainly high quality, high resolution. It is akin to what you see in international play. Let's see what we have, at least via our net cam. See if you can tell if there is a net violation. Does not appear to be there, at least not one that is so obvious. But you see the angles they have, and they have that super slow motion, high resolution look.
I think they can actually zoom in on any blocker they want.
After video review, it stands as call.
So it will stand. And here's a look at what they have a look at. And as you can see from that angle, it didn't appear as though there was a touch. And so Long Beach State leads by 2 here. Showing that fighting spirit. This 49er squad dies hard, doesn't it?
Oh, they're gritty.
Worsley Middle set to Solbrig. And another quality middle attack for the Bows.
That's been one of the big differences tonight from last night. More sets to the middle. Probably twice as many sets.
Rado's serve tickles the tape there. Here's DeFalco through the double block. Right there is Stein. Here's Colton off the block and out. He tooled it. And Cowell with his 4th kill of the match. Hitting a .154. Hit 167 with a handful of kills. Did have 2 aces last night. But that time he ties things up at 14. Here's Rado on the serve. Again rattles the net. DeFalco dug up over the net by Gage Worsley. That was mano-a-mano. Ensing. Gage unable to return that heater. That was smoked.
I'd say Gage is just fearless. He gets right in the heart of that swing. Basically knocks him over, and he doesn't care. He comes bouncing up. He's one tough dude, I'll tell you.
There are few that love playing this game as much as that guy right there.
Kyle Ensing's also brought up his kill percentage, hitting 0 early on, and now hitting better.
Tuaninga the serve. Worsley goes backside. Here's Rado. What a diving save by Tuaninga. The bump set to DeFalco.
Well, credit the Beach for 2 great plays there. The dig right and there by Tuaninga. And then the end of the play, DeFalco just wills the ball through the block with incredible power, speed.
Yeah, he's something special. 18 kills now for DeFalco. Tuaninga, the serve goes long. Hawaii still hanging tough here in the 4th. Both teams hitting comparable percentages. See the service errors, though. Cowell. And that one sent over by Tuaninga. So that serve causing problems. Stein causing problems of his own. And we are tied again.
What set that whole play up was Cowell's serve that, caromed off 2 different Long Beach players, and Tuaninga had to give basically Hawaii a free ball, and Stein converted.
We're tied for the 10th time in this 4th set. No more after the outserve there by Colton Cowell. 17 serving 16. Well, we were due to have a competitive neck-and-neck type of battle in one of these sets.
Hawaii 7 service errors. I'm sorry, 6 aces, 10 errors.
Oh, the overpass forced on the DeFalco serve. They go back row to DeFalco. And that was a laser beam.
You could have put 3 blockers up there. It wouldn't have made any difference. That was a monster swing. Monster jump, monster swing. Put 10 guys on the floor, 4 blockers, still can't dig it.
Hitting 368 and serving bullets. It'll be played by Siegfried. They go middle, a little paintbrush action, but it worked anyway. Anderson puts Long Beach State up 3. Timeout, Hawaii. And the 49ers responding once more like the champions that they are. Let's go inside the numbers presented by Heineken. 41, that's the consecutive winning seasons for the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. Of course, logging yet another here this year. The NCAA record, by the way, 2nd place UCLA with 33. So an amazing achievement certainly over the years for Hawaii volleyball. But right now, they trail by 3 here in the 4th. And part of the reason that Long Beach State has held tough, Ethan Siegfried, a career effort for him, career high 13 kills, C-Mac.
He's just got it going all kinds of ways. He's just so effective. You see him hit that line shot there? A little left-handed tip shot. I think he's learned a lot by playing with TJ DeFalco, because DeFalco's got all the shots, and I think that Siegfried's been a great sponge. I'm not sure that Rick Toon at Puno taught him all those shots. Maybe a lot of the shots, but I think he's learned a lot from TJ DeFalco.
Let's check in with Ryan.
Well, here on the Long Beach sideline, Coach Allen and I talking to his players specifically about how to line up against Hawaii's offensive attack. They're hoping that TJ DeFalco will once again be ripping the serve and really trying to key on Stein Von Tilburg and Rado Parapunov on opposite sides of the pin. He's also really playing into the emotions of this sideline, saying, we've got to keep this going, get the crowd involved, recognizing that the crowd feels this team's emotions. Back over to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Ryan. Take your internet with you. Spectrum Internet customers get free unlimited access to over 4,000 Wi-Fi hotspots across the islands. Well, Long Beach State has responded, and they have perhaps their most dangerous server behind the line here, up 3. Paige Worsley had to go all out just to get that one up on the first touch. The swing by Rado is chased down and just barely returned. Hawaii with the advantage. Can they cash in? Stein off the block and out. And a much-needed point for the Bows. Why has Long Beach State been able to reverse their fortunes thus far here in the fourth after really getting their clocks cleaned in set number 3?
Well, I think they've gotten the crowd back into it by those spectacular swings by TJ DeFalco, who now has 19 kills, hitting .368. And they've also played some terrific defense, and they've passed better.
James Anastasiadis, whose brother Alex is actually on the roster for Long Beach State. He's a freshman, also from Cyprus. But he serves into the net there, and the service errors, it's not as much the total as the timing. We have seen that play out over the course of time. And there is Alexander Anastasiadis. James, a redshirt junior, so they're destined to meet up and really kind of test the resolve of the family connection over the next couple of seasons.
Well, they'll be facing each other most likely in Hawaii next week, and maybe back here in Long Beach in May.
That's right. 18 serving 20, Worsley diving past their insing. Here's Siegfried through the block and down. Hawaii has not been able to solve that riddle. The riddle that is Ethan Siegfried.
He's having more than a career night, I'm telling you. He is lighting it up big time. That's his 14th kill. He's just behind TJ DeFalco's 19. And Ethan's only made one error all night long. He's hitting over 600. A monster number.
Yeah, he's hitting 619 to be exact. Cowell will highball it to Stein off the triple block and out. So Von Tilburg strikes again. Siegfried, by the way, also has 9 digs, so he is 1 dig away from posting a double-double here tonight against the Rainbows, who are not out of this, trailing by 2 here as we turn the final pole in set 4. DeFalco with the first touch. Siegfried from off the net this time. Roll shot, diving pass by Stein. One-hand set Worsley, and it's two-handed over by Cowell. Siegfried by the double block. Pinballed around. Worsley with the swing, but it goes into the net.
And Joe trying to do a little bit too much there to win the point. Nice pop-up by Cowell. Good pop-up by Gage Worsley. And Joe just trying to do a little bit too much. He knew there was no block up, so he just swung away.
Hawaii trailing by 3. It's Gassman.
Boy, Patrick Gassman's pretty automatic there in the middle, isn't he?
It doesn't take much for him to get the elevation necessary to really smack it down. Standing at 6'10". Big serve here.
A little bit too easy.
As evidenced by Nick Amato finishing in the middle.
Yeah, when you serve an easy one in Long Beach State, there's such a good, well-oiled machine offensively. They had TJ DeFalco there on the left. They had Amato in the middle. And they've got a great center in Tuaninga. That's a tough lineup. An in-sync coming out of the back row.
Here's Amato, Long Beach up 3. Worsley, backside. Here's Potapunov. And he goes wide. Rado Potapunov without a kill here in this fourth set. And it is set point. Long Beach State got dropped by a Hawaii haymaker in the third. And look at how they picked themselves up off of the canvas. They have a chance to push this thing to 5.
I think that's called resilience, isn't it? A bounce back quality.
Pass by Gage. Outside, it's Cowell. Oh, the block was absolutely fooled that time.
2 players went up with Dalton Solberg that time.
And here is Potapunov. Again, you wonder a little bit about the fatigue. Last night was the first 5-set match played by Hawaii this year. Good serve, though, but DeFalco unable to finish it. Here's Stein. They need it. Goes off the fingertips and down. Point for the Bows. It remains set point, though, for the Beach.
TJ mad that he didn't put down the set point. I guarantee you he will get set this next time. He'll be begging on the sideline to Alan Knipe saying, give me the next set, please.
And so Knipe signals for the timeout. Alan Knipe, who himself was a member of the national championship team back in 1991, had himself a match in the final against USC. 16 kills, 9 digs, 8 blocks for the now legendary head coach, Alan Knipe.
I was actually there for that one. Would
you
believe that? Yeah.
Were you?
I actually called that game.
I do believe that, as a matter of fact.
It was actually at the Neil Blaisdell Center. And it was quite a match, and Long Beach played pretty flawlessly that night.
And so he has been, one as a player, one as a head coach, part of the 2 national championships for this Long Beach State program. Of course, last year they took the whole thing. They lost some key role players. They also lost a pretty strong contributing outside hitter in Bjarne Hughes. And so those are, even in the instances of guys who are smaller contributors, those are chemistry type of benefits and advantages that a team, even as talented as Long Beach State remains, had to kind of work through as they embarked on this season. Let's check in with Ryan Kale-Suji.
Well, Hawaii looking to make a substitution going into this final moment, bringing in Jackson Van Akron for blocking purposes. He's on standby, potentially coming in for Joe Worsley should Hawaii get this next point. He's on standby. Back over to you.
Thanks a lot, Ryan. Van Akron, 6'6", sophomore from Naperville, Illinois, but the crowd, at least the Long Beach State supporters, still standing.
I think Charlie Wade was anticipating that DeFalco is going to get the next set on the left side, so he wants a bigger block out there. And that's why the 6'6" Van Akron is going to be out there to hopefully be up for the challenge.
Playing in just his 12th set of the season. And Potapunov. With the serve. Good pass there by Siegfried. Guess who? DeFalco goes into the net. An unforced hitting error for the former AVCA Player of the Year. And another timeout taken by Alan Knipe. Well, now we have seen everything.
That was rare, I'm telling you. A big surprise. He actually did fake out Van Akron, and he got inside and then just tried to drill it too much in a downward fashion around and just keep it in play. And he basically had no blockers up. Nobody was there. That's why he was biting the net and angry with himself that he blew that chance to bounce one.
So a 3-0 Rainbow run here. And it is still set point for Long Beach, trying to push it to a 5th. So obviously, Rado Potapunov behind the service line. It is imperative that he gets this next attempt in. So again, what is on the line here? Hawaii, if they win in 4, they are the regular season Big West Conference champs. Long Beach State, if they win tonight, or even if they lose in 5 by a cumulative total of 2 or fewer points, then the 49ers would obviously be the regular season champs and the #1 seed next week in Honolulu. Hawaii needs to win in 4, or if they win in 5, they need to beat Long Beach State by a cumulative 3 or more points. Last night, Long Beach State, over the course of a 5-set win, were 3 points better overall than Hawaii. Hawaii actually holds the tiebreaker if it gets to that. If they were to win in 5, say by 3, the advantage would be in Hawaii's favor because of what is the next tiebreaker item, which is percentage of sets won in the regular season. The 25-13 in the 3rd set, obviously, if Hawaii goes on to win this in 5, that would be a big help in trying to get that regular season title and top seed. But they got to get this serve in, and Rado does. Great pass by Siegfried. Backside, Ensing. And we will play 5 here in Long Beach. Fitting, isn't it? 1 versus 2 to the bitter end. Well, TJ DeFalco, as advertised, leading the way for Long Beach State. 19 kills on 40 swings, hitting .325. Josh Tuaninga, 49ers, as a squad, they know where most of their bread is buttered, and they have been riding their attacker, TJ DeFalco, here this evening. And Long Beach State, by virtue of that 4th set victory, has pushed it to a 5th.
Yeah, they give them a lot of credit because Hawaii really waxed them there in that 3rd set. The fewest number of points Long Beach State has scored all year long in any particular set. So for them to bounce back that way, as you said, get up off the canvas and come back the way they did, you got to give them a hand for that. And now let's see if things are any different in the 5th set than they were last night. Last night, only a difference of 2 points, but Long Beach basically dominated from the start, led the entire 5th set, and kept Hawaii at bay. We'll see if the same thing goes on here in the 5th set tonight.
Another big difference, Hawaii did not get aced in sets 2 or 3, but they gave up 3 aces in the first frame, 3 aces in the 4th set. I mean, it sounds simplistic, but it does absolutely, in so many instances, come down to who's hot serving that particular night.
And on the night, Long Beach State, 6 aces, 16 errors. Hawaii, 6 aces, 11 errors. Long Beach State actually changed their lineup around too. They moved Amato around, put him next to the center, Tuaninga. So it's given Hawaii a little bit different look in that 4th set.
All right, so Hawaii 8 points better than Long Beach State through 4 sets tonight, which means mathematically there would be no situation where there would be a tie because Hawaii has such an advantage if Hawaii were to win this 5th set.
Right.
And so that's it right there. Hawaii needs to win this 5th to claim the regular season Big West Conference Championship, to get the #1 seed back in the conference tournament in Honolulu next week. Now here's the caveat to this, is you have UC Irvine, perhaps the hottest team not named Hawaii or Long Beach State.
That's right.
In the conference. And they are very likely to be a 3 seed, and so UC Santa Barbara a 4th seed. If Hawaii gets the #1 seed by virtue of this win, they would have to face likely a UC Santa Barbara squad that took a set off of them the second match of their 2-match series. And then, of course, UC Irvine, you know, if Hawaii finishes second, they go up against one of the hottest teams in the country. It's the Big West Conference. You just pick your poison, basically, right?
Yeah.
And that is a positive start for Hawaii here in the fifth. They played a 15. Rally scoring. Second time that the Bows have played a 5-set match. The last time was the first time this year, and that was last night. Worsley with the serve. Middle set off the block, played up by Rado. Bump set, here's Stein off the block, and he's roofed. A good pass there on the serve by Worsley, courtesy TJ DeFalco. So one serving one, and another dangerous server, Kyle Ensing. Brother Eric also played at Long Beach State from 2014 to 2017. The high toss. Joe goes backside. Here's Stein. Puts it down.
What a fake by Joe Worsley. Misdirection, running one way, setting the other. Stein getting a one-on-one attacking situation. One blocker up. No contest there. The hitter will win that no matter who it is most of the time.
A test of grit, a test of stamina. Fifth set. As that one is pumped long by Siegfried. Was there a touch? No, it was a net violation called against Parapunov. Or was it Gassman?
It's Parapunov.
And a huge break for Long Beach State. Parapunov, who had 11 of his 12 kills in the first two sets. Since then, just one put down. Middle set, it's Gassman. Good up by Siegfried. DeFalco, the roll shot. How did he know to bust that out?
Wow. He's showing it all. That's about his 15th different shot tonight. A little beach roll shot.
Three serving two. One hand set, Gassman blocked and roofed. Nick Amato in the middle of the crowd. DeFalco also on the scene. And Long Beach State up 4 serving 2 here in the fifth.
If Hawaii doesn't score here, I think Charles Wade should call a timeout and regroup.
Pass by Cowell. Set backside, here's Rado. And he hits it wide. And a point for Long Beach State. Parapunov has not been able to find the rhythm that he established in the first 2 sets. And now Hawaii in some serious trouble here in the fifth. Oh, the 49ers have the experience in 5-set matches, at least slightly over Hawaii. This is their 3rd 5-set match of the season. They defeated Hawaii in 5 last night, defeated UC Santa Barbara back on March 14th in 5 sets. And DeFalco gets a swing off the block and down. TJ DeFalco turning it on just when they needed the most. A 5-0 49er run, and they're up 6-2 here in the fifth.
How about that dig by Molina, though? He just hung in there right in the hitter's alley and popped it up, kept that rally alive. And once again, Long Beach State dominating in the early parts of the fifth set.
Well, Hawaii gets out of that rotation. But it is almost now or never time here for Hawaii. They did trail last night 8-3 in the fifth, and then came back to tie it at 9, only for Long Beach State to ultimately win the fifth set. But it was tightly contested for sure. 15-13, the final arithmetic in last night's fifth. Backside, Ensing. Dug up on one knee by Joe Worsley. So Tella, the reserve setter, sets up Rado, and he was unable to do anything with it.
Tella just trying to be a little bit too perfect there and set Rado just right. He'd been better off keeping him a little bit more off the net and not tight.
Well, we're seeing Hawaii perhaps playing a little tight under these circumstances. Would you agree?
Yeah, it's not the smooth Hawaii we saw in the third set, that's for sure.
Nick Amato with that knuckle serve. Worsley brothers set up Stein and he's Roof. Simone Anderson. And another pause in the action as they swap sides as Long Beach State gets to 8 first. Same score at this stage of the 5th as last night. And the home crowd is loving it here at Walter Pyramid. 7-1 run for the 49ers.
Well, clearly, Long Beach State has got the crowd of 4,600 behind them, minus scattering of Hawaii fans. But look at it, Hawaii hitting negative 500.
And it's a Long Beach State point. They're going to call Worsley for the violation at the net.
Pass too close. Worsley goes up. He becomes an attacker once the Long Beach State blocker goes up and touches it.
Nine serving 3. And that one drifts long. Patapunov back behind the line to serve. Rado has been relatively quiet, certainly by his standard here. The last 2.5 sets. And that's a biggie.
Yeah, his service turn is really important for Hawaii. He normally gets 2, 3, 4 points when it's his turn. Not so just then.
And now it's Tuaninga. Pass by Cowell. From his knees, backside set. Worsley is roofed. They had 3 waiting. And it is 11-4. All Long Beach thus far in the 5th. Timeout Hawaii. The defending national champs. Welcome back. 11-4 Long Beach State.
Bad news for Hawaii is Long Beach State with 11-4 lead can let their servers just rip away.
That's right.
Without much risk.
Defending national champs. Flexing their muscle again. Trailing 2-1 on back-to-back nights here against Hawaii. And just like last night, in position with the distinct advantage in the 5th. Worsley goes middle to Solbrig. And Hawaii has to do this one lash at a time. Again, regular season conference championship on the line, top seed in the tourney. But what is likely to be the second installment of maybe a 4-part series before the end of this collegiate volleyball season. Good serve there by Cowell. Ensing cross court and dug up. Worsley high balls it to Rado through the triple block and down. That is Patapunov's first kill since set 3.
And he had to work hard for it, too. Look at 6 hands across, and he finds a way to get a field goal out of it.
Snuck it through. Here's Cowell. Here's DeFalco. Blocked and roofed. Stein got it that time. Returning it to sender. And now a timeout by Allen Knight and Long Beach State. So the Bows proving that they have the wherewithal to not go easily into the Long Beach night.
And Cowell's a good server. They count on him getting, a fair amount of points during the course of the night off his serve alone, either acing or forcing the other team to pass the ball behind the 10-foot line, getting the other team out of system. So Colton Cowell very well could bring them back. But it's going to take a monumental effort, I think, to come back against this good a team. when you're down 7 points. We started 11-4. Now going to catching up to 11-all is going to be a big task, to be sure.
All right, let's check in again with Ryan Kalesuji. Ryan.
Hey, thanks, Kano. Well, here on the Long Beach State sideline, they are currently in rotation 1. They are looking for a way to get TJ Del Falco this ball. This is their best scoring rotation, according to their coach, Alan Knight. Interesting enough, going into this 5th set, they took a long time to submit their lineup. They actually rotated 4 rotations. So we are looking at a different matchup here in set 5 than we've seen all series long. Rotation 4 versus rotation 1. So it's a different matchup on the blockers. Back over to you.
Thanks a lot. The chess match continues. And a very important serve for Colton Cowell. Hawaii trailing by 4. Number 1 versus number 2. And it has been as unpredictable and competitive as we could have hoped for. Perfect pass by DeFalco. He gets the set in the middle, dug up by Gage Worsley. Joe outside to Stein. Denied. Long Beach State with their 14th total team block compared to 6 for the Rainbow Warriors.
Well, that was a great block by DeFalco and Anderson. Really hustling to the outside.
And here is DeFalco with the serve. Solbrig dug up by DeFalco over the net and out. And we'll have a sub as James Anastasiadis comes in to serve for Hawaii. 8 serving 12. Long Beach has won 8 of the last 9 meetings. And they hold a 24-17 advantage here at Walter Pyramid. Siegfried. Worsley, jump set to Stein. Sliding save there by DeFalco. How about this set to Siegfried, the dink. Grotto there under it. Worsley goes middle to Gassman, dug up over the net by DeFalco. Another crack at it for Hawaii. Stein through the double block. The save by Tuaninga, and we got a free ball coming here for the Bows. Outside Stein off the block, and this time gets the point. And the differential is 3.
What a rally. Great defense on both sides. Great setting on both sides. Tuaninga and Worsley really putting on a clinic, setting fast offenses, giving their hitters every chance to score.
James Anastasiadis always has 4 espresso shots before every match. Maybe could have used a 5th right there. That went into the net. And it is 13-9 Long Beach State. They're closing in. What have we learned, you think, about these two teams over the course of these 2 matches as you see the look of exasperation from Charlie Wade?
Well, I'll tell you one thing is respect. Teams respect each other so much. Last night, in fact, there's a lot of hostility tonight, a lot of words exchanged, but last night I've never seen this before where the 2 teams are exchanging handshakes across the net. Usually they stay on their own side of the net. Last night, they're going under the net to hug each other, showing respect for what a great battle they've just been through.
Grotto, they need it. They don't get it. Give the block to Nick Amato. And it is match point. Aloha ball for Long Beach State.
Match point.
That's now 20 hitting errors on the night for the Bows. And the vast majority of this sellout crowd here at Walter Pyramid on their feet. Oh, that one. One of those Chris McLaughlin touch 'em alls.
Touch 'em all. I told you they could let loose in their serve with that big a lead. Alan Knight's probably telling those guys, go back there and just rip away. It's okay.
Here's the serve by Joe Worsley. Outside, Siegfried and he ends it. Long Beach State wins it in 5 again.
Ethan Siegfried, his 16th kill of the night.
And they deliver Hawaii their first 2 losses of the season in back-to-back fashion. Hawaii falling to 25-2 overall, 8-2 in the Big West Conference. The 49ers 25-1. They go 10-0 in the league, and Long Beach wins the regular season Big West Conference Championship.
The players jump to the other side of the net.
Yeah.
This is not done normally throughout the country. They stand on either side of the net. They just shake hands underneath the net. I think this is a sign of how much respect these two teams have for each other. They know how really good historical teams they are in their programs. And they're just saying, I think, thank you for a great battle, basically. I don't want to minimize Long Beach State's win because it was a good one for sure. But unfortunately, all that work to win the Big West title, all it gives them is a seed in next week's event.
Sure.
The real trophy comes if you win the Big West tournament. That gets you into the NC2As, not this Big West title.
And likely will get you the number 1 seed in the NCAA tournament. You're right. When these teams meet up, if they do in the coming weeks, each time the stakes will be raised. And so next week, possibly, we could see this matchup again for the Big West Tournament Championship. And heck, depending on the seeding, depending how this thing goes, this could very well be the matchup for the whole shebang back in this building a couple of weeks later. But for now, it's got to be frustrating for Charlie Wade and company trying to figure out how to crack this code that is Long Beach State. Ryan Kalesuji is with Charlie Wade.
Thanks, Gunnar. Charlie, obviously not the outcome you folks wanted coming into this weekend. What do you think were some of the factors that led to these back-to-back losses?
Well, they're pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they've literally been the best team in college volleyball for 3 years. And, we're going toe-to-toe with them. We're just going to play a little better. They clearly play better than we did tonight.
Radapar sort of struggled last night. We saw him sort of falter off again tonight. What are you trying to tell him going into next week in a very important weekend?
Well, just stay confident, I think fatigue might have been a little bit an issue, especially late here. And then he just looks to get a little distracted. But, he's still a young guy and he's had a great year so far. So looking forward to getting back at home and hope everybody comes out and support. Should be some pretty high-level stuff.
Let's talk about that next weekend, being able to host it back home in Hawaii. Obviously, a big challenge before you even look at playing Long Beach again. What are your thoughts heading into next week and hosting this Big West tournament?
Well, stoked that we get to host it, based on what happened last year. I mean, this match, we would have won the regular season. You're the 1 seed. Next week is where you actually get the ticket to the dance. That's really what we want. So excited we have an opportunity to host, and we're going to get a good team in the semifinal. We know that. And, God willing, we're going to play these guys again in the final.
All right. Charlie, thank you very much. We'll see you back home. Back over to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Ryan. Bank of Hawaii presents the players of the match. Stein von Tilburg, 17 kills for Hawaii. To lead the way, he hit 294 with a pair of blocks, 3 digs, and 2 aces. And TJ DeFalco, he has been there, done that throughout his career. He did it again tonight. 21 kills, hitting 318, 8 blocks, a near triple-double, as he also posted 11 digs and 2 aces. C-Mac, I'll give you the final thought.
Well, you got to give your hats off to Long Beach for playing so well in the 5th set both nights. Hawaii kind of running out of gas a little bit. And so it's really nice to see that they got that experience of playing 2 5-setters in a row back-to-back. That's what they could see as early as next week at the Stan Sheriff Center. But I think both teams are in the middle of this giant chess match called how do you get to the NC2As by winning next week? And how do you play well on May 4th, the last day of the NC2A championships here at the Pyramid? And I think that both teams stand a great chance of doing that, although there's other teams out there that could,
Sure.
Santa Barbara, Irvine, there's other teams that could step in there and make it difficult. But for the most part, this is about as high-level volleyball as you're going to find in the collegiate level.
Yeah, I think Hawaii hoping that these 2 matches were just sort of the appetizer, if you will, to a couple of main courses coming up in the oncoming weeks. This is the Big West men's volleyball tournament bracket as it stands. Long Beach State, the number 1 seed. They and Hawaii have already qualified for the bye on Thursday. So you have number 3 UC Irvine against number 6 UC San Diego, and then UCSB taking on the 5th seed CSUN. By the way, we will have each and every one of those matches for you right here on Spectrum Sports. And so we look forward to that. And I know Charlie Wade and the Rainbow Warriors do too. But Alan Knight gets to smile some more. 41 straight wins in this building for this Long Beach State squad. The defending champs proving to have the heart of a champion as they celebrate their 6 seniors here on the final night of the regular season. That'll do it for us. For Ryan Kalei-Suji, Chris McLaughlin, the rest of our hosts here in Long Beach, we appreciate the hospitality. I'm Kanoa Leahy. Back to Honolulu we go. See you next week, everybody. But for now, aloha from Long Beach.